What is popping, everybody? My name is Eden, and welcome back to the Original Fashion Tarot channel. Today's video will be on Virgo, who in the week that thoughts roughly equates to Athena, the goddess of wisdom in battle. Also, kind of the daughter of Zeus. She's a very wise goddess, Athena, though her wisdom and her intellect can often make her appear arrogant, to put it mildly. They can often make her appear as though she has a superiority complex of some kind, that she feels as though she is above everyone else. Because, she's just that smart. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there, Virgos. It's a Sunday when this goes up. And without much further ado, bonk bonk. May the odds be ever in your favor. Beginning with Hephaestus' Forge. Not a bad start, Virgo. Not a bad start. You are crafting for yourself. I'm not sure. Hephaestus' Forge, usually this is a card of building something. It's a card of, crafting something, making something new, making something good, or maybe just even reforging something. You might be, redoing one of your old projects here. I'm just not sure. But whatever the case may be, you are working on something. You are tinkering away. So we'll see where this goes. Your closest acquaintance? Hestia's Hearth. Not bad. Fire seems to be the theme of this reading so far. And not the bad kind of fire either. The kind of fire that makes you feel nice and warm and comfortable. Your friend here is right at home. They're sitting by the fire, watching you work, watching you do your thing. This feels to me like it might be a lover, to be honest with you. Who is your close acquaintance here? This might be a lover. This might be, a significant other or something like that. But they're just, sitting by the fire, watching you work, do your thing. There's peace in this reading. I can feel it. There's a lot of peace. Where's your head at? Jason's Quest. Your mind is on the prize here, Virgo. Your eye is on the ball. You're working hard, and you're not going to stop until you succeed in your task. Again, I'm not sure what the task is. Maybe it's something about seeking a promotion. Maybe it's, getting a raise. Maybe it's just making something cool. I'm not sure what you're working on, Virgo. But whatever the case may be, seems to be going pretty well for you. Does seem to be going pretty well. What's around you? The Oracle's Challenge. Interesting. Interesting. The Oracle's Challenge. I'm not sure where that's going, actually. Oh, wait a minute. No, now I get it. So in the process of making whatever you're making here, you're giving up a lot as well. You are so focused on what you're working on here, what you're making, what you're, building, that you have, I wouldn't say forgotten, but laid aside the usual things that you would do in your life, making breakfast like pancakes or something, or just, I don't know, making lasagna for dinner every night or something. I don't know. You're putting aside the things that you would usually do in your life in favor of this work. And it's a hard sacrifice to make, but you feel it'll be worth it. Whether or not it will be, well, that's up there. What do you want? Ooh, Calypso's Isle. This is what you don't, uh, Virgo. You don't want to be alone while you do this. As much as you enjoy some peace and quiet every once in a while when you're working on your stuff, you want people, or rather your friends here, whoever they may be, this Hestia's Hearth person, whoever this is, you want them to appreciate all the hard work you're putting in. You want them to, encourage you. You don't want them to get in the way. You don't want them to, give you unwarranted advice or anything, because you know what you're doing. You do know what you're doing here, Virgo. But the point here is that, you got this. You can, You can do this, but you need him or her around, whoever this person is, to support you, to be there for you, to, just be a guiding light in darkness. Who's advising you? The gift of fire. There it is again. Fire is the theme of this reading. And it appears that my original assumption was correct. This is a lover. This card normally, represents innovation, risk, and chance. But to me, this right now says that, fire kind of equates to love in my mind here. And, you've got 3 fire cards here. You're a fire, they're a fire, and here's a fire. These two are one and the same. Your lover here is advising you on how best to proceed with your crafting, on how best to use, well, the gift of fire, I suppose. They're advising on how best to use this gift that you've been given. They're there for you, Virgo. You just need to do the delicate balancing act, I feel. What's your dilemma? The Minotaur's Maze. Okay. So, there's a lot of ways for you in your mind that you could do this. You could, forge this thing in one way, you can go about it another way. This is not a card of confrontation this time, so much as it is a card of choices. It's a card of, what do I do here? How do I make this happen? How does this work? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this without it going wrong? You want things to go as right as they possibly can be. And I know you like your ducks in a row. You like bing, bang, bing, 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 bing. You like everything to be just right. You can't stand if there's just one puzzle piece out of place. And believe me, as someone who has ADHD myself, I can understand not, wanting there to be a single puzzle piece out of place. That drives me crazy. Drives me nuts. Who has the power? Boreas's Whisper. It's in your hands. You do not have to be left out in the cold here. Virgo, there's no reason for you to be out in the cold. There's no reason for you to be alone. This is just, there's no reason for it. You got this. You're not alone in your work here, Virgo. I know it seems like you might be. It feels like you might be alone in your work, but you're not. You're doing this for them. All of this is for them. To make a better life and a better home for them. And the thing is, they're already very happy with what you've done so far. They already are so happy and so loving, so caring for you. They're good for you right now. They just, you just want to make things even better for them. So, yeah. What's holding you back? Hermes' message. You're not sure the best way to effectively communicate your feelings on these matters. You're not sure how best to, you're not sure how to talk this out. You're not sure how to, speak to your partner here as though they would understand, in terms they would understand. Because they would understand if you knew the terms that would make it simple for them. Because your work is complicated, Virgo. I can see that. Your work is immensely complicated. I don't know whether it's like a management position, a construction position, whatever it is. But whatever the case may be, your position in your workplace is exceptionally complicated. And to anyone not trained or experienced in your field, it looks like gibberish. It looks like absolute gibberish. But if you can simplify the terms down enough for your partner to understand, they will understand and appreciate it. And they will love you even more for it because you're working so hard for them. You're doing everything for them. So go for it, I'd say. Virgo, go for this. Try and talk this one out with them because they understand. They'll understand for you. What's being hidden? Electra's resolve. Despite the grueling, tasks ahead of you, despite the, hard tasks that you've been dealt, the sucky hand that you're now forced to play, you are playing it, and you are playing it very, very well here, Virgo. You are You are taking things the best that you possibly can here. You are doing everything you can to make yourself, get through this. And it hurts, but you're determined. This hurts a lot, but you are determined to make it work, Virgo. You are determined to make it happen. Hmm. Let's see here. Can you succeed? Atlas's reflection. You can succeed. And you are thinking about how best to do so. You are thinking to yourself, okay, I've come this far. I need to do this, this, and that, this, and that. And I need them to understand why and how I'm doing that. You don't want to be alone in this, Virgo. That's the biggest thing that I get from this. You do not want to be alone right now. And you are not alone. You have someone here who loves you and cares for you and who is your rock in this situation. They are your sanctuary. They are your light in the darkness here. They are there for you, Virgo. They're not there for themselves. They're there for you. And you love them and they love you. All you have to do now is reach out to them. Understand that if you just simplify the terms down enough, they will love and appreciate you even more for what you're doing. What happens in the end? Helen's Dilemma. Wow. It's a pretty big decision to, reveal some of the secrets of your work. It's a pretty big decision to, open up in such a large capacity, a large way. But I think it's a decision that's well warranted. I think in this case, there is no contest that the decision here is a no-brainer. You have to, in one way or another, explain to them and try to answer the questions they have the best you can, what you do, how you do it, and why you do it for them. Open up, Virgo. When's this all happening? Atlas's respite. Okay. So, this circle here is happening right now. This is all happening right now. I'd say it's going to happen for the next few weeks, maybe even a month. And then after it all comes down, after you make the choice to tell them all about, what you're doing here and how you're doing everything like that, this will be the result. Atlas's respite. You will feel unburdened in a major way. In that you no longer are alone in, feeling that you're the only one doing the work, that you're the only one, understanding what you're doing. Because then your partner will also understand as well. And they'll be there to support you. And they'll, even on the most fundamental level, understand what you're going through. And who knows? Maybe if you run into some complications, they may even inspire you to do something you hadn't thought of. You never know. Okay, let's run back this story once more, folks, and then we'll call it here. Fire is the theme of this reading here. You're working on something. You're forging a new project for yourself. You're working on something really hard. Your lover here is waiting for you back home. They're the sanctuary. They're the rock in your life. They're the one who's keeping you grounded, keeping you stable. And your eye is on the ball. Your eye is on the prize. Your eye is on this. Your eye is on that. You're going for this, Virgo. And I can feel that. You are gunning for this. Like white on rice. You've had to make a lot of sacrifices in the name of, this project of yours. You've had to make a heck of a lot of sacrifices. This card just says it all. You have had to sacrifice a lot of your normal routines in life for this job, whatever project you're working on here. And you don't want to be alone during it. And you're not. Your partner here is in here twice, and both cards are with fire in them. You are not alone. They're there with you. They're sharing the flame with you. They're there keeping you warm. They are not letting this happen. You have the power to stay out of the cold. It's in your hands. They're not letting that cold happen. And I know it's tough to communicate with them. I can see right here, because this is a what's holding you back slot, this is how tough it is for you to communicate with them. You struggle so much with that. But if you just open up a little bit, Virgo, they will understand. And this Atlas's respite will come true. It will come true, it will happen, and you'll be all the better for it. And on that cheerful note, thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine. As I'm recording this, we are only 4 subscribers away from 750. 75%, 3/4 of the way to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000, 4 digits. That is wild to me how many of you have subscribed to the channel in the short few months that we've been doing this. Thank you all so much for watching, enjoying the content, and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.